I am going to intentionally no longer pay on a certain credit card because I feel like this bank played in my face.
Look at that. Hey guys, AJ here back with another one for you. So guys, we hear from all these feminists. Well, women couldn't have bank accounts. We couldn't have credit cards until the 70s. And now we're so empowered because we can have all these credit cards.
I am woman, hear me roar, in numbers too big to ignore.
Clown world. And guys, now they got these credit cards, right? And guys, guess what happened? It blew up in their face. Now all these chicks have the majority of the consumer debt, right? Spending their credit card on all types of foolishness, makeup and hair products, going out for girls' nights with their 304 friends, all these stupid trips that they go on. Why? Why? And guys, a lot of girls, they just say to hell with it. I'm not gonna pay. Seriously, guys, there are women out there that are saying, I'm just gonna not pay my credit cards. That is the dumbest thing that I've ever heard in my entire life.
You stupid woman!
So let's go to the dumpster fire known as TikTok and look at these absolute dunderheaded broads saying that they're just gonna not pay their credit cards. And let's get into this.
This is your sign to stop paying your credit cards.
Look at that.
Okay? Now, this is not medical advice by any means, but it's important for you to know that my credit cards have not been paid in many, many, many months.
Look at that.
And whose credit score is going up? Yeah, this girl. This girl! So it's all a scam. It's all numbers.
God.
Money is not real. It is just numbers on a freaking screen at this point. And same with the credit score. Numbers on a screen that go up and down. Like a teeter-totter. And sometimes when you're teeter-tottering in the way that you've been taught is best, okay, this is going to increase my score, boom, it goes down. So what I'm telling you today is it will literally pay off for you to have more freedom and stop caring so much about paying those credit card bills. Stop. Just stop paying them. Again, absolutely not medical advice.
Look at that. Did she say medical advice? And guys, this chick's credit's cooked, but you guys know who deserves a whole bunch of credit? Today's sponsor, Anson Belt and Buckle. Guys, the sponsor of today's video is Anson Belt and Buckle. Guys, nothing ruins an outfit more than an old belt that doesn't fit right. And I know some of you guys are still wearing belts with old stretched out holes and old worn out belt buckles. Anson Belt Buckle has created the perfect belt for anyone trying to make their outfit look sharp. That's also the most comfortable fit that you can buy. The Anson Belt uses a micro adjustable track system with 32 adjustment points so that your belt fits perfectly every time. Anson Belt adjusts with you throughout the day, so whether you're sitting, standing, or on the move, you're always comfortable and looking good. And you can still use the same belt even if you gain or lose a little bit of weight during the year. Guys, once you experience this kind of fit, comfort, and reliability, trust me, you'll never want a regular belt again. And the cool part is you can mix and match any buckle with any strap, so you'll always have a belt that matches your outfit perfectly without ever having to buy dozens of belts that clutter up your closet. Yes, this is not just about style. It's about feeling comfortable, more confident, and more polished in what you wear, and it's also about reliability. And remember, guys, if you're wondering why you should trust Anson Belts, they're a company that's been family owned and operated, that's earned over 40,000 five-star reviews. And because Anson Belt and Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click on the link in the description or scan this QR code to build a box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps that can be mixed and matched into 9 unique belt combos all in one box. And it's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else. So guys, click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. Guys, she says she's not going to pay her credit cards. Hey guys, look at these these SSRIs she has going on here, guys. Look at this soulless look in her eyes. Ah, the Zoloft, right? Oh, the Lexapro. You know what I'm saying? Yikes. Look at that. And guys, this is her advice to people. I'm just gonna not pay my credit cards. Guys, what a dunce. First comment says, they will also sue you. She says, I was sued, but literally nothing came of it. I got served and emailed a lawyer and still haven't paid a dime. Someone says, I stopped last year, saved $400 per month, discover sued. And look, she's fighting for her life in the comments. That's how you know she knows she's wrong. Look at that. Someone says, terrible idea. She says, so far it's worked for me. Look at that. Someone says, careful. Credit card companies will sue you. Someone says, do not take this advice. Sincerely, credit union employee. Look at that. This chick says, my husband, he was sued for $1,400. Don't do this. He's already been to court twice. Look at that, guys. Don't listen to these dunderheads. Clown world.
When I got laid off, I stopped paying my credit card debt. I said, if you want to get your money, sue me. Well, there's a company suing me right now, but they probably bought the debt in batch. So I was looking into ways on how I could respond to the summons asking them to verify the debt. And there was 2 forms that I could fill out. Well, my husband comes home and he says, why don't you just have a lawyer do it? We pay for the services. So I'm like, oh yeah, good idea. I get the call from the lawyer today and he's talking about making a payment plan with these people. I said, why would I do that? I told him my theory is they send out all of these summons just before Christmas because 70% of the time people do not respond to them and their wages end up getting garnished. And the reason I know this is because it's happened to me before and I remember it happening just before Christmas and I forgot about it. And this time I didn't want to forget about it. So I explained to him what I wanted to do and he says, I've been in the business for 22 years and they'll be able to verify it. You're just kicking the can down the road. I said, I don't care. I said I would still like to at least try because I'm on unemployment. It's just before the holidays and I know they're banking on me not responding and I don't have anything for them to garnish and I understand that they can lien my house. So I don't want to pay this right now. I don't have time for it. So if all we're going to do is kick the can down a little bit, I would prefer to just do that. And if it ends up getting dismissed, even better. And instead of doing it myself, I thought I would get an expert to do it for me. So this is the route I would like to take. At the end of the conversation, he was like, Jenny, I don't want you to stress this season. I will take care of this. You don't have to worry about a thing. I will make sure this is taken care of for you. That man is going to get that shit dismissed.
No, you're not. She's cooked. And do you guys hear? She said that she's had her wages garnished before. Guys, and some dunce, some dolt, some moron, some
Beta male
married this broad. There's a man whose finances are legally tied to this chick. I told you guys, all these modern women are broke as a joke, guys. Come on.
Hide the money, y'all. There's poor people around.
She's just saying, I'm just going to kick this down the road. Get a job. Guys, come on. Let's be honest about who these dunderheads are, right? Doesn't have a job.
You're a bum.
Can't pay her credit cards.
You're a bum.
Wages got garnished in the past.
You're a bum.
Trying to get a lawyer to do her dirty work.
You're a bum.
Clown world. And look at this dummy right here. Debt isn't real. I maxed out a bunch of credit cards and immigrated to another country where the credit score doesn't matter. I even abandoned a car with a loan at the airport. Changed my number, emails, and everything. And my money's in a foreign account. I'm long gone. Look at that. Someone says, so basically you're a thief. I'm proud to take for the wealthy. If I could have taken more, I would have. And then this person says, wow, sympathizing with credit card companies, banks, and corporations is insane. How about you have some integrity, you dunce, you demon, you moron? Guys, there's nothing worse than people who don't pay back loans. Because, guys, when you take out a loan or you take out credit, you're giving your word that you're going to pay it back. And you're such an ugly moron. You're such a soulless goof that you're going to not keep your word?
With your broke ass.
Come on. Someone says, I stopped listening when I heard this has happened to me once before. Once is a mistake, twice is a choice. Facts. Look at that. What a joke, guys. Debt is way too prevalent for people to be morally grandstanding in this comment section. Guys, we can judge all we want because, guys, I don't have any debt other than my mortgage. And, guys, in the comments, let me know because I know all you guys are living below your means, staying out of debt, saving, and investing. I had so much credit card debt that my minimums was like throwing a single cup of water onto a forest fire. Then I stopped paying. 7 years later, they're off my credit. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. This person says they tried to garnish me. I said, fine, boom, bankruptcy. What a joke, guys. They're demons. Clown world.
Today's episode of Because of Capitalism, Banks Will Never Stop Playing in Your Face.
Please.
I have decided that I am going to intentionally no longer pay on a certain credit card because I feel like this bank played in my face. So quick backstory. My husband and I started a business a couple of years ago. It didn't work out. It happens. I still have another successful business. He's still in the Marine Corps. We're making money. It's fine. But we had a couple of business credit cards that we opened in order to be able to fund it. We got an offer from US Bank that was like 0% interest for 18 months on balance transfers. And I was like, hell yeah. So I consolidated the business credit cards. I think there was 3 of them and put them all on this one card. And so for the past 18 months, 2 years or so, we have been paying or making the payments on this card, even when the interest started back up. I check my account balance the other day, and I noticed that they charged me $50 more in interest than they usually do. And now, so the idea is, okay, if I'm making a payment every month, then my payment goes down and my interest also goes down, right? So you know when you do a balance transfer, right? It always says, oh, this offer is good until this date. So I'm thinking, okay, I did 3 balance transfers before the offer date, so they're all together as one. When I'm looking, like not understanding why my interest is going up, I call the bank and I'm like, listen, why are you guys charging me more interest? I'm paying my balance down. This woman tells me, oh, because you did 3 different balance transfers, you're really only paying on the first balance. You're not paying on the other 2. And I'm like, what? When I pay on the card every month, it's like, this is your balance. And so I'm making a payment towards the overall balance. Nobody ever said that they were 3 different balances, especially because they don't show up like that in any of the things that you look at when you look at your balances. I said, so you've only been applying my payments to the first balance transfer that I did and not the other 2. And because I'm not paying on the other 2, now you're charging me extra interest for the other 2 because you're not applying my payments to the other 2, which is a choice made by you. I was like, so y'all lied. She's like, oh, it's in the verbiage. I was like, oh, you mean the 15 pages of fine print that y'all give to people? You think they read all of that? And while I recognize it's my responsibility to read that, why the would you even put people in that kind of situation? Why would you even let people believe that they're paying their full balance when they're only paying a portion of it? A very big part of my work is about tearing down capitalism. And so for me, in order for me to really tear it down, I have to stop participating in it at some point. And so for me, that means willfully, wholeheartedly deciding that I'm just not going to pay on a certain credit card anymore. Because y'all straight up played in my face. I'm over here thinking that I'm paying my balance down and I'm not paying it down the way that you didn't tell me I should be paying it down. And she's like, well, in order to avoid more interest, you should make bigger payments. Bitch, do y'all think you're the only ones that I pay every month? I have a mortgage. I have a car that I have to get places to. This is a credit card for a business I no longer use. I don't need y'all. I'm not paying you any more money every month. So I'm like, I'm just not going to pay it. What y'all gonna do? Hurt my credit? Oh no. I just refuse to live in a world where I have to be beholden to a bank because you can threaten me with, well, I'll just mess your credit up. I don't give a Plus, if you look at my last video, what's going to happen after I don't pay it for like 8 or 9 months? They're going to close the account. They're going to sell my debt to a debt collector. And then the debt collector is going to be like, you owe us money. I'm going to be like, no, I don't, because I never did business with you guys. So this is heavy around and find out activity. It actually feels kind of heavy to make a intentional decision to not pay a credit card bill, but US Bank, why would y'all act like that and then think I'm just supposed to give you your money? I do not fall under the same means of control as everybody else around me. I was happy to pay you guys when I thought that we had a good banking relationship, but y'all lie to people. You put everything in the fine print knowing that this is capitalism and that everybody works 1 million hours a week and that they don't have time or bandwidth to look at all this shit, and you slide it in there and it's sneaky and it's underhanded, and I'm not falling for that shit no more.
Blah, 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 blah. But you guys notice that all of these people who say they hate capitalism are just lazy, entitled, and really, 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 really dumb? You know? She's lazy, she's irresponsible, foul-mouthed, dunderhead and says she hates capitalism and she's gonna tear down capitalism. How does she think she's gonna do that? And guys, she has a mortgage. Isn't that funny? Come on, man. And these types of idiots are everywhere.
Talking about whores, people. They're everywhere.
Her work is dedicated to tearing down capitalism. And what work would that be? Architect of human self-governance, organizational governance strategist. What does that even mean? The 3 optimal conditions needed for humans to expand consciousness? Your divine jurisdiction? Humans need governance, not government? What are you talking about? This is all this woo-woo spiritual foolishness, guys. What a joke. All this is a person who's lazy, right? She says, I don't talk about a religion as a shared system because religion isn't real. But she's pitching all this woo-woo spirit new age foolishness. It's the same thing. Look at that. Oh, and guys, look, I just connected having a large email list to white supremacy. Guys, I figured it out. Look at this. Look at this. Watch, guys. Watch.
There are 2 types of white people in the world. White people and people who just happen to be white.
Look at that, guys. Now, okay. This chick is mixed race, right? And what did I always tell you guys about these mixed race chicks? They always have to lean into the, I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blackity black, y'all. Matter of fact, where's the race card at? Hold on, guys. I haven't used it in a while, so I gotta take a little bit of look for it and bust it up. There we are. Guys, these mixed race chicks, so her mom was white and she was raised by a single mom who's white, or she was mixed race and adopted by white parents. So what these girls do is they try and lean into this pro-black, woke consciousness, white people are blank, or they end up trying to lean into the whole ghetto thing. You know what I'm saying? Either way, they try and overcorrect and have this crazy, super duper black identity,
The streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
Clown world. But all right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. Guys, stay out of debt. Stay out of debt. Credit cards, no. Car payments, no. Mortgage, okay, fine. All right, guys, like, subscribe, share, hit the join button. I'm out of here. Bye, guys.